And these last points, too accurate for sand people. Only Imperial Stormtroopers are so precise.
He's one of the best triggermen I've ever seen. Former Imperial sharpshooter.
That's not saying much.
I wasn't a stormtrooper, wise ass.
Only Imperial Stormtroopers are so precise.
Holy shit, these stormtroopers suck! Chapter 11, The Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 3, The Heiress. Spoilers ahead. And yeah, stormtroopers suck out loud, and old Kenobi must have been smoking the good stuff during his time spent as a strange old hermit on Tatooine. But that's part of the charm that illustrates how the creators of The Mandalorian get it, at least according to the humble opinion of this longtime fan of the original Star Wars trilogy. This idea extends to the Razor Crest itself. Time and time again, Mando can't catch a break as his spaceship continues to suffer all types of severe damage. The Razor Crest is a magnet for mishaps and catastrophe. This makes Han and Chewie's hardships with the Millennium Falcon look like child's play. Throughout the Heiress, the damn thing is nearly falling apart. The idea also likewise extends to the never-ending side quests our hero undergoes in order to make minimal progress in the main story. Mando's quests unfold not unlike those of an RPG video game character who is always willing to put his neck on the line for others as he levels up and makes progress. That's part of what makes Mando such an endearing hero, and it is very similar to the path Luke Skywalker himself underwent as he grew as a character. And that, for me, was the most interesting aspect of the Heiress, and it deals exclusively with Mando's unrelenting determination when it comes to adhering to his sacred creed. He won't remove that damn helmet for anyone. This is the way. Or is it?
Take it off. Or I will.
We gonna do this in front of the kid?
This armor has been in my family for 3 generations.
You do not cover your face. You are not Mandalorian.
Are you sure you won't join us?
There's something I need to do.
This was well earned.
It was my pleasure.
I hope our paths cross again.
And thank you. Your bravery will not be forgotten.
We now have another example of Mando exhibiting potential for growth. When he first met Cobb Vanth, he was furious to see him wearing Mandalorian armor. But in the end, Mando grew to respect him as a leader and a protector, a man of honor, despite any misgivings Mando initially had with respect to him. We see the same thing here with the trio of Mandalorians led by Bo-Katan. Mando is quite upset when he sees this trio unmask before him without hesitation. But what really ultimately happened here? The trio saved Baby Yoda's life, and they bargained with him to provide him information to advance to the next level. In the process, he contributed to taking out an Imperial freighter. Holy shit, it's Bosch! I mean Titus Welliver. So what I believe is happening this season is Mando is learning that it isn't about honoring the rule of never removing one's helmet. That is not what defines one's character. Heroic acts aren't defined by adhering to his clan's code regarding masks. Vanth proved this when Mando learned his primary motivation was protecting his people. And here with Bo-Katan, the trio she led saved Mando's ass and rescued the child from a rather ill fate. Masks don't define heroism, action does. I still maintain that what this is building up to is that sooner or later, Mando is going to be given a choice. Save the kid or keep the helmet. Does anyone really doubt that Mando will get rid of the helmet in a heartbeat if it means saving the life of Baby Yoda? Personally, I hope they do continue building things in this direction, because Pedro Pascal is an extremely talented actor. So having Mando appear without his helmet is potentially a powerhouse move. It will inherently amplify his already outstanding performances, and it will also give the creators a chance to explore his humanity with an added dimension. We already know that Mando has displayed a willingness to be open-minded when proven wrong. The key example being his change of heart regarding droids, after Queel showed him the way, and the nurse droid drove home the lesson. I suspect we're seeing the exact same type of thing unfold regarding Mando's extreme views regarding his helmet. Meanwhile, I am definitely looking forward to seeing how the main story plays out in terms of Mando seeking Jedi. I'm interested in seeing if and when Boba Fett figures back into things, but more compelling still, I'm interested in learning more about Bo-Katan's main quest in search of the Darksaber, something that once belonged to her, as those of you familiar with the Clone Wars series already know. But basically, if she still desires to be the Mandalorian worthy of wielding the Darksaber to reclaim her title, I'm left wondering if Mando himself will ultimately prove to be the one who is more worthy and deserving of wielding the Darksaber. And of course, I'm looking forward to getting a strong dose of Cara Dune and Greef Karga. I'm a little surprised we still haven't seen either of them yet, but I suspect that just means that when they do finally appear, it will be all the more memorable. This is the way. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and have a wonderful night.
Where can I find the Jedi?
Where is it?
There's what?
The Darksaber. Does he have it?
If you're asking, you already know.
Take the Foundling to the city of Caladan on the forest planet of Corvus. There you will find Ahsoka Tano.
This was well earned.
It was my pleasure.
I hope our paths cross again.
And thank you. Your bravery will not be forgotten.
Have you ever removed your helmet?
No.
Children of the Watch are a cult of religious zealots that broke away from Mandalorian society. Their goal was to reestablish the ancient way.
Has it ever been removed by others?
Never.
This is the way.
This is the way.
And these last points, too accurate for sand people. Only Imperial Stormtroopers are so precise.
He's one of the best triggermen I've ever seen. Former Imperial sharpshooter.
That's not saying much.
I wasn't a Stormtrooper, wise ass.
Only Imperial Stormtroopers are so precise.